Hello everybody, my name is Jody and this is the channel JI Colorist. Just thought I'd do a little bit of face-to-face with you. This is video number 2 in my series on books that I want to touch and tackle in 2025 as part of my goals on using the books that I have and getting into them. So today's video is all about my different 10 by 10 books. Now, those are a variety of books. A lot of them are Joanna Basford, Mythographic, those type of books, the Mouse Guard. So I know that a lot of us started with Joanna Basford and a lot of us have continued on collecting a lot of Mythographic and Kerby Rosanes books. Those are the books that I am featuring today. So I'm going to show you my collection, which is 20 books, which is a lot of books, and I am over 100 books now in my collection, so 20 of those, which is a significant portion, are 10 by 10 book sizes. So my goal for 2025 is to color in at least one 10 by 10 page or one 10 by 10 book. So whether that's a single page or a double page spread, complete that per month. Now, a lot of these 10 by 10 books are ones that I have done buddy colors in the past, and I do really enjoy coloring with you, my fellow YouTube creators and my fellow YouTube colorists. So if you are a subscriber here on the channel, first off, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me and following along with this channel. We are over 3 years strong and going with this channel. We are pushing our way to 3,000 subscribers. So I hope if you have not subscribed and you're just finding our channel now, that you go ahead and do subscribe, because when we get to 3,000, I'm hoping to do some type of draw. So without further ado, let's go to the desk and take a look at the 20 different books that I have. I will show you a couple of the pages in each book that I have colored in, or if it's an untouched book, I'll make sure that you are aware of that. If there is a book that you see here that you want to buddy color in with me, please reach out on Instagram at JI Colorist and set up a buddy page for us anytime this year. So if you are busy right now, that's okay. I do limit my buddy colors to 5 a month, but if we have a bunch of people that want to do the same page, that would work too. So, and maybe during the year, I will do a 10 by 10 month where all month long I tackle 10 by 10 pages. That's an option, and if that's something you'd like to see on the channel, leave that comment below. All right, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope that you enjoy the face-to-face. It is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I think we're getting there, and it was also one of my goals this year is to do more face-to-face, so you see who is behind the voice and the camera and the hands that you see coloring. Okay, see you back at the table. Okay, here we are at the desk, and we'll just jump right in. All of these books, like I mentioned, are 10 by 10 sizes. I have gone and disc bound quite a few of these books. I find it easier to color in them when I can remove the pages. So I'm just going to go through, show you all the books that I have, and maybe show a couple of pictures that I have completed in them. And then I'll also, so any of these books, maybe jot down if you have them. Keep that in mind, and then hopefully we can do some pages together on the channel or as buddy colors. So this is The Mouse Guard by David Peterson. This is his one and only coloring book. I wish there were more. And I have done a number of pages in this book. I am trying to follow along with the original characters, descriptions and pictures when I can find them. And I've been having quite a bit of luck with things like Derwent ink tints and Graphitint and Staedtler water-soluble graphite pencils in this books, and then some washi tape. So I've done quite a few pages, but there is tons more to do. So if you have this book, it's out of print. It's kind of hard to find. When you do find it, sometimes it's kind of expensive, but I know that a bunch of us do have it from a long time ago. It was published. I have 71 pages left to do in this book. And it was published in 2016. So this was published in the year that I started coloring. So it's a little bit of nostalgia throwback for that as well. So this is my first book, The Mouse Guard. Jumping into the next book, this is Star Wars The Mandalorian coloring book. It's a Bounty on the Move. It's a Disney approved book. It is a little bit different in that it is single-sided. So when there's a double page spread, it's blank in between them. So like that. And it is all pictures and scenes from the movie and characters from the movie. Now this is an untouched book for me. So far, I am a Grogu fan, and I do love The Mandalorian. I don't have Disney Plus anymore though, so I'm going to have to just go by memory or searching up some of the images. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to coloring in this book. I did get it off a book outlet, and there is a link in all my video descriptions for a discount code on book outlet if it's your first purchase. So this is Star Wars The Mandalorian. If anybody else has this, maybe Space Timber is going to be the first time I color in it, if not before. This next one, I have two Kerby books. This is Color Universe, so this is, I believe, one of his compilation books. I have done this page in the book so far, and I did this for Space Timber last year, and that is my first and only coloring page done in this book. So still lots to do, and I probably will disc bind this book at some point, but I just have not done it yet. Sticking with Kerby books, this is Fragile World, and I have done a couple of ones in this, and this is on the channel. There's a color along. There is also this for Shark Week last summer, and there's a video on that. This was my very first page, and it was a buddy color, and that's all I've done in this book. So still lots of beautiful pages. I'm not buying any more Kerby books until I get some pages done in these ones, but his work is beautiful. Now we're going to jump into the Mythographic books, and I have a little stack here. I have mostly ones from Joseph Catabang. I enjoy his style of illustration. This is Aviary. This is an untouched book that I just got from Book Outlet. If you're looking at Mythographic books and you don't want to spend a lot of money on them, then Book Outlet is a great place to buy them because they are there at a discount. So this one has got lots of birds. I am a huge owl fan, so I am looking forward to doing some of these pages. So this is Aviary, and it's called An Artist Coloring Book of Winged Beauties. The next Mythographic is Cosmic Spirit, and this is my one book from Fabiano Attanasio. And I got this, Candace from Happy Catastrophe recommended the book to me, and I did Sagittarius in this book, and I think that is my only page completed. This was a color along last year in my Zodiac, Coloring the Zodiac series. So there's lots left to do in this book. Quick note, voiceover Jody here. The channel Julianne Annette is doing a Mythographic scavenger hunt, and I will link her channel below, so check her out. The next book, and this one has been disc bound, is Voyage, Joseph Catabang again, and I have done a couple of pictures in here, and I believe they were all buddies. So yes, this was a buddy color for sure. And actually, that's my only completed page. I thought I had done another one. So yeah, lots left to do in this. I do love how the shine and sparkle. And I picked a color palette and stuck to it. And I really push myself out of my comfort zones, because blue flowers and a blue fish is not kind of my standard, but yeah, so more to be done in Mythographic. This next one is Magical Earth, a game by Joseph Catamang, and I do have a couple of buddy pages in this one. This was done with Wendy from Jazzy Doodle Designs, and then this one was done with Color and Create with Jana as a buddy color. And this one here was done in October of 2023, and this is actually the banner coloring page on my channel in YouTube here, and I really love this, and this was also a buddy color. So I seem to go into these books more when I have a buddy working. Otherwise, they're sometimes a little bit intimidating. This next one is Mythographic Wild Summer. This is an untouched book I just got from Book Outlet. So I know it's untouched, and I know that there is a lot of pages in here. There lots of people have been working on this book, and yeah, so I need to get started. Okay, so those are all my Mythographic books. Then I have one Daria song book. I have the Time Chamber, and I have a couple of pages done in this book, but not many. So I've done this double page spread here, and I've used some pan pastel, so that's why I've got this clear sheet in here. But yeah, I did really like that. And then I did this page here, so that was kind of fun, and I love this little girl. And then I started on this page, and I totally screwed up. I took a photocopy of it because I wanted to have a mask to put over, cut out and put over the image so that I didn't get background material on it, and I ended up cutting a hole out of the actual coloring page instead of the photocopied page, because they're of the same weight. And so I'm just devastated, and I haven't decided what to do about that. So I've kind of stopped coloring in this book because of that. So if anybody has a good solution for getting rid of a big hole in your page, let me know. Maybe since I am trying collage, maybe I'll be able to correct it somehow. But this has kind of stopped me from working in this book, and so it is a beautiful book though, so I would like to color in it again. The next two books are Eerie books, and I did go over these in my last video. So I did talk about I want to spend time in my foreign coloring books, Korean and Japanese illustrators, but these are also 10 by 10. So they are going to be featured sometime this year for sure, because I want to do pages in both those. And those are all of those books. The rest are Joanna Basford books. So if you don't have any Joanna books, thank you for joining me. If you do have her books though, stick around for the next few minutes and we'll look at those. So I have 7 unique, or 8 I guess, Joanna Basford books, but I'm only going to be doing the 10 by 10. So Small Victories is not in this pile. And back in 2016, Joanna Basford was kind of the illustrator to that was the most readily available here in Canada for me. So these are older books. This is The Enchanted Forest, and it has quite faded paper, but it is still nice quality paper. So I have done a number of pages in that, and it's kind of fun to go back and look at some of my coloring. So this is fairly recent, a couple of, say, a year ago, and there's a on the channel, but this is from 2017. So it's kind of nice to kind of go back and see how I colored back then, and what I would do differently now. So there's still lots in this book. So I know there are a couple of people out there that have Joanna Basford hashtags, so maybe I will get back to some of these books for that. Here is another one. This is The Lost Ocean, and I've certainly done some pages here. This one was I altered the page and I put in the bottle. I do have the artist edition of this one as well. So I like to use Joanna Basford books. She tends to have some wallpaper stuff, and I like to test out different altering pages options in them. So yeah, so I haven't done a whole lot in this book, but this is Lost Ocean, and I do enjoy ocean books. So, and this guy is Magical Jungle, and this is one of my first books. So this is like a throwback, way throwback to some of my earliest coloring. And this one is actually not too long ago. This is about a year ago when I was doing my altered pages. And so this is how I tackle wallpaper pages, is I try and cover some of it up or alter it, and then I added these birds with a stencil and did a background. So I enjoy doing that. Here's another one where I was learning how to use pastel backgrounds. So yeah, I use these books more as a, here's another one where I altered the page by drawing on Winnie the Pooh. So these are such large pages, like a 10 by 10 page to me is a pretty big coloring book. So I do like, you know, this was just a mandala behind here, and I did some of it, but I didn't want to do the whole thing the same. It's very repetitive. I'm not a fan of mandalas. I don't find them calming. I know a lot of people do, but I personally don't find them calming. So yeah, so I added a Pooh there, and I just, that made me smile more. So yeah, those are the kinds of things I try to do in her books, and that's Magical Jungle. Some of her newer books, I enjoy the pictures a bit more. I have decided not to buy any more of her books, though. I do have, like I said, I have 7 or 8. That is enough. I need to color more in them. I have completed Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, so it's not that I don't enjoy Joanna's work. I've got, sometimes I have extra paint, so I'll just go and do a background with the extra paint to use it up. So sometimes I have that. Now this was an altered page, but I took it out of the book, and because it was a wreath, I didn't know that I was actually coloring it upside down. So this is how it should be. And however, I accidentally did it upside down. So yeah, sometimes taking your page out of the book can be a hazard. But I do love some of her stuff. Again, I covered up some of the mandala part here. And another mandala, and then again covered up wallpaper pages. This one is on my channel in July of 2022. I did this for World Watercolor Month, and I tried a bunch of different watercolor pencils in each section. And then this side here was all different colored pencil sets, and there is on my channel there's one for each of the different pencils that I did, and the stats and some information on each pencil. So that's what I use this for. So yeah, so that is World of Flowers. I did like this book. This came to me rather late in my coloring journey. I just really got it in the last couple of years, and that is Joanna's Christmas. This is her only single-sided book, and so I've only done a few pages in here. This page I did this year, and I kind of only color it at Christmas time, but I might be able to sneak a picture in this book in Christmas in July. So we may get to this book yet. Now this book here is the United Kingdom version. So it's coloring with the Canadian spelling and the United Kingdom spelling with a O-U-R. So this is a different paper, and my sister brought it back from London for me. So I haven't colored in it yet, but I have colored in the North American version, and I've done quite a few pages in it. Again, wallpaper page. I altered it. This was for the Paralympic symbol for the Canadian team. And maybe I've only done those 2 pages. Yeah, just 2 pages. So definitely time, oh no, 3. Okay, this was a buddy color page. Definitely time to get back to one of them and maybe even start this one. And this is my last book that I'm going to share. This is Worlds of Wonder. And I have done a number of pictures in here. Some different backgrounds. I like trying watercolor backgrounds in here. This was on my channel. It's how I saved a page. This guy here, it's got some Bambino clay crayons, some stars. This is a page I did just last month in February, and I used tempera paint sticks and also Albert Durr watercolor pencils. So I like how this turned out. This was a coloring roulette challenge page, and a little bit of extra paint that I used to put on the background there. So those are all of my 10 by 10 books. Oh, and this page was a buddy color with Megan from Meg's Coloring Corner. So like I mentioned, I have 20 books of this size, so plenty of things to choose from. If you have any of those books and you would like to color in them yourself, then by all means contact me on Instagram. If you would like to see me do a certain page or color in a certain book on the channel, leave that in the comments below, because I'd be more than happy to share with you how I color in some of those books. Maybe we'll do some collage, or maybe just do some normal coloring and do like a video color and chat. Those are all options. This is a channel where I want to give you content that you're interested in watching, so please give me some feedback if there is something you would like to see on the channel. All right, I hope everybody had a relaxing time. I hope you were doing some coloring while you were sitting here listening to me talk. I appreciate you spending some time with me. I appreciate that we are getting close to my goal of 3,000 subscribers. Like I mentioned, the channel's been around for over 3 years now, and it's time we hit that goal, and then I share a giveaway for all of the people that have joined and supported my channel. All right, enough waffling around. I hope you have a colorful and creative day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Happy coloring.